Oh my god.
Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
The firefighter asked the girl what she was holding. The little girl lowered her right hand, revealing a fishhook hanging from her eyelid. The situation was quite tricky. The firefighter helped the girl lie down on a nearby recliner and asked her again to remove her hand covering her eye. It seemed they needed to separate the bait from the hook before she could be taken to the hospital. The girl was so scared that she kept gasping. The firefighter reassured her, promising it wouldn't hurt at all, but she must stay perfectly still, like a statue. Then, the firefighter carefully removed the bait.
Good, good. You're doing great.
Praising her for being so brave, she gently helped her sit up. They still had one more thing to do, but since the eyes always moved together, to keep the injured eye still, they needed to cover the uninjured eye as well. The girl obediently closed her eyes. The firefighter fashioned a small padding with gauze, and gently secured the fishhook in place. The assistant carefully wrapped the gauze layer by layer. Finally, the two of them helped the girl up and escorted her to the hospital. A 10-year-old girl is stuck on a power line. She's about to fall, but her parents can only watch from the ground, feeling helpless. Suddenly, a transformer box explodes and sparks fly. If the girl gets hit by electricity, the consequences could be terrible. Firefighters quickly set up a ladder and rush to save her. They get to the girl fast, but they can't rescue her right away because the power line she's holding is live. If the firefighters touch her, electricity could flow through them all. The only way to help is to use a rope to tie around her legs and get her to let go of the line. The firefighters carefully tie the rope around the girl. Finally, they get the rope on her, but the little girl is too scared to let go. So the firefighter tells her that if she lets go, her parents will buy her a PS5. Hearing this, the girl quickly lets go. The firefighter grabs her just in time and holds her safely in his arms. Her parents, watching from the ground, finally feel relieved. As for the PS5, that's a lie.
Help! We need a doctor's help!
The boy, covered in blood, burst into the emergency room, pleading with the doctors to save his friend. Rushing to the scene in a panic, everyone froze in shock.
No way.
Lying on top of a car was not a person, but a deer. The doctor tried to explain to the boy, after 8 years of medical school, their training was to save people, not animals. Just then, the boy's father arrived.
Michael, it is a deer. We're gonna take her home and skin her and freeze the meat, okay?
His words left the doctor stunned. To protect the boy's innocent heart, the doctor decided to try saving the deer. After an initial examination, they found the deer's pupils dilated and its heartbeat highly irregular. She ordered the assistant to bring the defibrillator and charge it to 300J.
Okay, clear.
A massive electric current surged through the deer's body, and incredibly, it flipped over and stood up.
Oh my god, she's alive? It worked. She's okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Everyone was overjoyed, except for the boy's father, standing in the wind, utterly bewildered. The meal he was about to cook had just been brought back to life. The man was stuck 30 meters high on the pole. Even the firefighters were shocked when they saw him. First, they placed a ladder beneath him and climbed up to check.
Is he even alive?
He's alive! Still breathing!
The firefighters originally planned to use a saw to cut the hook holding him, but the angle made it impossible to reach him, so they climbed up the scaling ladder, got above the man, and dropped down a rope. They secured the rope to set up support, and tied a safety harness around the man. Only then could they cut the hook and bring him down, hook and all. The man was seriously injured, but luckily, his wounds could be treated. He was rushed to the hospital right away. Are you afraid of heights? 3-year-old boy fell into a well, but when firefighters arrived, they found the well opening was only 30 centimeters wide, too small for an adult firefighter to fit through. As the firefighters were struggling, the older brother, who was just 7, said,
I'm his big brother.
although the older brother was also only a child, he was the only one who could save his little brother. The firefighters taught him how to communicate, using his feet to kick the ground as a signal.
Really brave guy and a great big brother, okay?
Thank you.
The boy fought his fear and was sent into the pipe by the firefighters. As the rope lowered, he got closer to his brother.
Jack. I'm coming, Jack.
When he reached the spot, he handed the rope to his brother and then used his feet to signal the firefighters. Once the firefighters got the signal, they started to pull the rope. Both boys were saved. At that moment, the little brother took out a book he was holding. It turned out he fell in because he was reaching for his brother's book. What a touching pair of brothers. The girl wants to quit from the college to chase her music dream. Her father disapproves as they're arguing about it.
Dad, I don't want to be an engineer. I want to... Dad!
When the firefighters arrive, a steel beam is pressing hard against the girl's lungs.
I can't breathe.
Meanwhile, the father seems to be doing okay.
Can you hear me?
My daughter, you have to help her.
The captain decides to save the girl first. After 666 minutes, she is successfully rescued. Next is the father, but when the firefighters cut away the debris, everyone is shocked. It turns out the steel beam had already pierced the man's body. He had been holding on, wanting his daughter to be saved first. The paramedic checks him and realizes he likely won't survive. The captain asks if he wants to see his daughter one last time.
No. No, I don't want her to see me like this.
Then let's get you out of there.
Wait. If this goes the way you think, will you tell her something for me?
Sure.
Tell her whatever she decides to do. I will always be so proud of her, and tell her that she's good. She's really good. She needs to keep singing. She has an amazing voice. People should hear it.
Do you think the daughter should see him one last time? The guy, exhausted from working late, wanted a Snickers to recharge, but the vending machine got stuck. He shook it like crazy, yet the Snickers didn't budge. He crouched down and reached into the slot, trying to grab it. He was just a few millimeters short. Figuring it wasn't his day, he went to pull his hand out, only to realize his arm was stuck. He panicked, but the more he struggled, the tighter it got. No matter how hard he yanked, it wouldn't come loose. At that moment, a colleague's voice came from behind him.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Regina!
Embarrassed, the guy didn't ask her for help. Little did he know, his stubborn pride would ultimately cost him his life. Soon, his colleagues left after finishing work, leaving the entire building in darkness. The guy gave it one last desperate yank with all his strength, and then, when the firefighters arrived, they found the man's chest crushed. A firefighter told him the pressure on his chest had caused toxins to accumulate. The moment the vending machine was lifted, the toxins could quickly flood his heart. There was a chance he might survive, but the risk of death was high.
I could have avoided all this if I just asked for help when I had the chance. I was too embarrassed.
The firefighters carefully lifted the vending machine and pulled him out. Immediately starting in 4, the man felt better, and even joked about calling his cute coworker to ask her out. But the next second, he passed out.
Come on. All right, clear. Let go of his hand. Clear. Going again. Clear.
At Times Square, a 100-meter Christmas tree suddenly collapsed, trapping dozens of people underneath. When firefighters arrived, most of the trapped were already rescued by their family, but those stuck directly under the tree could only wait for help. To prevent the tree trunk from causing more harm, the team first used support rods to hold it up, then brought chainsaws to cut off the branches. As the branches were removed, the trapped individuals were gradually freed. However, one woman nearby couldn't find her husband. The firefighters searched deeper, and sure enough, they found him. The elderly man was stuck in the tree, unable to move, but he had no regrets. He had gotten trapped while saving a child. Moved by his bravery, the firefighters gave it their all to rescue him. They discovered that a branch had pierced his body. To ease his pain, the medics gave him a painkiller first. Then they used a hydraulic jack to lift the trunk, successfully freeing him from under the tree. He was immediately taken to the hospital for treatment. Have you ever been to Times Square? Thank you for watching till the end. Creating videos isn't easy. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to give us a super thanks. We'll work hard to bring you more interesting videos.